Hello, guys. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on the location that you are watching this video from. If it's your first time here, feel at home. You are in the right place, and there's definitely a benefit that you're going to get from watching this content. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for the support, and always keep liking, commenting, and sharing so that you get to grow the community. Now, as per the title that you've just seen, we are basically looking at the strengths of Kenya over Nigeria, or the strengths of Nigeria over Kenya. But basically, these are two very unique countries. They're very unique characteristics. We really cannot fully compare the two countries, but really, despite their uniqueness, at least there are few things that you can highlight between Nigeria and Kenya, and just say that Kenya is better at this, Nigeria is better at this. So for starters, we all know that Nigeria has a very very big population. When they last had their census, I think their population was way over 200 million. Kenya had their last census in 2019 and their population was 55 million. So obviously, based on the population itself, Nigeria should be doing better. You may be wondering, okay, you're saying Nigeria will be doing better. How and why? The higher the population, the higher the consumption. So obviously, if they're consuming more, companies will come in, businesses will be set up to satisfy that population because the demand is high. And that's how Nigeria wins over Kenya in terms of population in the GDP. So when you look at the strongest economies in Africa, obviously Nigeria comes first and Kenya trails it. So population-wise, Nigeria is really doing very, very well compared to Kenya. Now, that's the first strength that Nigeria has over Kenya. Now, let's look at the strength that Kenya has over Nigeria, and this is athletics. I mean, we all know that when Kenyans are out there, especially in the marathons and all that, I mean, we're the leading. Currently, Kenya is the fastest man in Africa in 100 meters. We hold the world record in marathon. We have Eliud Kipchoge and all that. So really, at the moment, Kenya is doing really well. Matters athletics. But now, on the flip side, when you look at the other sports, like of football, Nigeria is really doing very well on football. So you can't compare how Nigerian performs compared to Kenya. So matters football, Nigeria is doing very well. But now another strength that Kenya has over Nigeria is that Kenya is the biggest exporter of tea and coffee, and lately they've been the biggest exporter of flowers. So agriculture is doing very well in Kenya. It doesn't mean that Nigerians are not good farmers or anything, but really looking at what Kenyans are doing at the moment, they are doing way better than what Nigeria is doing, because again, most of these products, especially like coffee and tea, they require specific temperatures, some rainforest and all that, which is not what exists in Nigeria, because Nigeria is fairly hot. So they're good in other products, but not tea and coffee. Another advantage that Kenya has over Nigeria is that it is becoming a very big tech hub at the moment. I mean, Microsoft, you look at Google, they're all setting up regional offices in Nairobi because a lot of tech startups have come up, and everyone is running them because they realize that this is the Silicon Savannah of Africa, and we're definitely gonna make it big over here. So everyone is now running to Nairobi to set up shop as far as tech is concerned. So matters technology, of course, Kenya happens to do better than Nigeria. And then maybe someone can ask now, okay, so you're here telling us about how good Kenya is. I mean, have you been to Nigeria? Have you established how good Nigeria is? Yes, I'm doing this content because I've been in Nigeria for way over a month now. I've been very observant, and most of the things I'm saying, if not all, are things that I've actually witnessed. So it's not Google stuff, it's stuff that I've actually seen by my naked 4 eyes. So I basically know what I'm saying. Now, looking at diversity, I think Nigeria is really very diverse. Nigeria has over 250 ethnic groups or ethnic tribes, compared to Kenya that has barely 42, 43 tribes, because we recently listed some other additional tribes. So we have like 43 tribes, but Nigeria has 250, more than 250. The languages that are majorly spoken in Nigeria is with Yoruba, with Igbo, and Hausa. But now, how do you unite 250 tribes with very unique traditions and they get to work together? So really, matters diversity, I think Nigeria is doing very, very well. And then, of course, I think way back. Yeah, so welcome back, guys. There was a bit of a technical hitch, and we are back. So I was just highlighting the strength that Nigeria has over Kenya. Matters music, matters entertainment. I mean, we all listen to Afrobeats. Afrobeats have taken over Africa. Afrobeats have taken over the world right now. Most of the biggest clubs in the world are playing Afrobeat. And, it is our conversation right now. So really, matters music, matters entertainment. Nigeria is doing very well. Talk of Burna Boy, talk of Davido, talk of Wizkid and the likes. They are running the world right now. So matters music, matters entertainment. I mean, Kenya cannot get any closer to where Nigeria is. But again, Kenya has where it beats Nigeria as well. Matters tourism. I mean, I've been here for quite some time now. Tried to move around the states looking for a good park to go check out the animals, the elephants, the zebras, the giraffes that you're used to in Kenya. I've not seen much here. They have zoos, yes, but not much. I mean, the variety that we're used to is not really here. So matters tourism, Kenya is doing very well. There are a lot of national parks covering vast lands. And of course, this is one of the biggest contributors of foreign exchange that Kenya earns from, the people, the tourists that come in to check out these animals, both locally and rather both domestic tourists and the international tourists that come over. So matters tourism, Kenya is really doing very well compared to Nigeria. Now, of course, this cannot be an exhaustive list because most of the things that we are highlighting are just what I've observed. But I know there are some other things that you might have observed where you are, wherever you are, that you like to share as well. So why can't you just take your time, get to the comment section and just drop one of the things that you think is a strength that one country has over the other. So the conversation is still ongoing. Let's take to the comment section. Just comment. You think Nigeria is strong over Kenya in one or two, three issues? Highlight them there. If you think Kenya is strong over Nigeria in one or two, three issues, highlight them there. And you can equally suggest the next country that you should compare either with Nigeria or with Kenya, because I've been in both countries, so at least I have a clue of what happens in both countries. Otherwise, I really appreciate. Thank you for the time that you've taken to watch this entire video, and comment, share, like, and of course, encourage more other people to come and join the community. Bye bye. Peace out.